People from Alabama, how do you feel about the never-ending jokes and memes of incest? Unfortunately, I'm from Geneva, Alabama, and I knew someone who had effed their sister. The jokes were less funny after that. Because you found out before or after? During. Comments like these are why I come to Reddit. You missed a golden opportunity just now. What is worse is that you'll see your ex at family reunions. As someone from Arkansas, I'm just glad Alabama has been selected as the internet's go-to stereotypical Southern state. As an Alabamian living in Mississippi, I have zero idea why Alabama gets picked on more than Mississippi. Maybe because people don't want to make Mississippi feel worse for itself? I do know for a fact that thank God for Mississippi is 100% accurate. Alabama has a better marketing department in some fairly big cities. There's also the joke that one of the most helpful things about living in Alabama is that it's typically the first state listed on the drop-down menu of a website, so maybe people just think of it first. The single best thing about moving from Tennessee to Alabama was getting to skip all those awful little drop-downs. It is quite telling that the best thing you can think of to say about being in Alabama is occasionally saving 3 seconds on a website. I mean, I live in Georgia, and the best thing I can say about it is, yeah, so you want some sweet tea? Now that you mention it, yeah, I really do. Easier to spell. Mississippi is also a mouthful. Alabama is easy on the tongue. Your sister said your brother was a mouthful and he said she was easy on the tongue? Edit. Thank you for the awards. I'm honored you found it helpful, wholesome, and worth a few coins. Hugs back. That's it, everyone get the F out. I'm surprised we're not getting the F out right now. Well, pitter patter, let's get at her. Roll Tide. PFFT, it ain't that hard to spell MIPSAPC. You're going to summon inbred cats with that nonsense. Holy F, this caught me so off guard. LOL is an Alabamian that's moved out for 10+ years now. I have explained this saying many times and I can never explain how satisfyingly it is to say because they just don't understand, you know. But I will often tell people one of the best things, highly underrated, things about Alabama, is whenever you're buying something online and you're typing your address, you can type the address, tab to state, press the down arrow once, and tab again to enter zip code. 'Cause Alabama's the first state. I miss that. And my sister and our kid. Something's wrong, I can feel it. It's just a feeling I've got. You seriously had me in the first half. We all know that no one from Mississippi is reading this. Thank God for Mississippi in pretty much any category. Sports? Education? Health? Thank God for Mississippi. That's the state motto of Alabama, right? As a European, I think I remember it starting with Sweet Home Alabama being used in memes about the southern states while incest was also being connected with the southern states and the two eventually merged. I think it is somewhat regional, but Alabama gets the national prize. I know back when I lived in Oklahoma and Texas, Arkansas was definitely seen as the poster child of inbreeding. Living in Maryland and Pennsylvania, it's West Virginia. I live in Maryland and am from Arkansas and literally explain the perception of my home state as, we're the West Virginia of the South. As a former Arkansan, I really want to downvote this, but all I can say is at least we aren't Mississippi. For us in Illinois it was Kentucky, but it felt like a rivalry more than anything. Also, you know, my favorite thing about Kentucky is there are 150,000 people but only 15 last names, lol. The trees in Indiana lean east because Ohio sucks and Illinois blows. Damn, that's mean and funny at the same time. Because of the song Sweet Home Alabama. Arkansas doesn't have that. My grandmother came from Arkansas, and she had some great jokes. Toothbrush versus teeth brush and such. I lived in Northwest Alabama and I don't know about this one. How do you know the toothbrush was invented in Arkansas? If it was invented anywhere else, it would be called a teeth brush. Why are murders hard to solve in Arkansas? There are no dental records and the DNA is all the same. This past weekend, my husband and I were in a lobby to play some Phasmophobia. When we told the group we were from Alabama, one of the randos asked if we were brother and sister. I replied, of course, but only by blood. He left pretty quickly after that. You mean your husband, right? Bro spanned, but sure. Grandma. For when you have kids with your nephew. Grandma made me lose my frickin' crap. And my virginity. Put several children in foster care including Bobby, Betty's son with her younger brother, and Billy, Betty's son with her older son. I need a Silkwood shower. Tim Colt began to rape Betty when she was 12. Tim formed a musical band with his family. Even by Wikipedia standards, that's a pretty jarring tonal shift. What are you talking about that flows perfectly? Please never surprise me again. My eyes burn. Anyone that can lean into a joke is doing it right. Especially when your brother or sister is in on the joke. Why did he leave? He had to work the next morning and didn't want to be tired. He couldn't handle them matching his energy. They might make fun of us, but the current trending porn theme of step-sibling or stepchild makes me wonder if it's more of a shifting attention kind of thing. Agreed. I'm from Alabama and I think it's funny, my wife and my sister don't though. It's something the two of us will probably never agree on. Sometimes I have to double-check a comment to see if I'm tired or if the person who posted it is simply a genius. Well played. Wouldn't have realized if you didn't point it out. Thank you. I love you. Love you too, step bro. I think the whole step thing has mainly just become a search tool for specific aesthetics of porn. Stepsister equals similar age man and woman, usually both young. Stepdaughter equals older man and younger woman. Stepmother equals younger man and older woman. Sure, there's big studio professional scenes that purposely script some like they're incest scenarios, which is weird as hell emo, but there's a ton of completely unrelated stuff that just contains those words in the title. So I've been told. Nope, it's because of censorship from the credit card companies. If you produce things that are under their blacklist of words, they will terminate service for you. An important thing to note is that many things that trigger the blacklist are perfectly legal. More details on this? Do you mean step porn is a way around incest blacklists? Exactly. Makes sense. Do you have an explanation for why incest porn is eating the world? It's a taboo fantasy. Like any other popular porn fetish. People watch things because they can't or don't want to do it themselves. PLT, never include forced in porn search tags, you can guess why. Most, if not all, major porn streaming services will filter out any tag associated with rape. Step isn't incest, just embarrassing and a horrible idea. It isn't incest if you say no chromo. That comment is a thing of beauty. Thanks for making my day. Credit where credit's due, it's not mine but it is a common saying in anime fandom, because there's an entire subgenre of our parents remarried and now we are teenagers living together but not related by blood. With sexy results novels, comics and series. I think the idea is that the people who watch that porn are doing it for the genuine incest kink, and porn companies just slap step on there to skirt certain state laws. It also improves searchability. I'm quite envious of people with that fetish. They can just search for step and get everything they want without being too specific or leaving anything out. Us step ladder fetishists are crap out of luck though. I've never met my real ladder. Dang, did I make it too obvious? I texted this question to a friend that lives in Alabama and she responded, can't talk, too busy banging my sister. The fact women still make the banging my sister joke puts a smile on my face. For some reason I read your user ID as Neon Shart at first, laughing my butt off. Most read it as Leon Shart rather than Leon's heart. Lionheart was taken. The former grossly trumps the latter. Yeah, she couldn't say banging my brother, that'd have been too close to the bone. So close it may as well have been inside her. Happy scissoring. Cis soaring. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. We welcome your comments below. Press to start another of our videos.